Yeah, as I was saying, they're not the cure. They were, they are the problem, the originator of the problem. But that's neither here nor there anymore. They're kind of irrelevant. Irrelevant. What's important is you. It's important that you become unmedicated. Unmedicated. You've got to change your ways. You've got to, as an individual in the collective whole, raise your standard. You've got to, okay, I'm getting a little distracted here. I don't want to get distracted and I don't want to close the door. And we're going to finish this. You've got to raise your standard. You got to raise up the way that you carry yourself. You got to change your ways if you can. And it's difficult, I know, because everything that I'm saying I've done, changed my ways. I went through the what they call it, the metamorphosis process of coming out of the cocoon into something new, coming out of the abyss, coming out of this shell of filth into something new. It's difficult to do because you are born into a world of sin and you've taken on all of these different types of diseases, habits. You become a creature of habit. You want everything that you see. You covet everything that doesn't belong to you and you consume it. You are a consumer. You have been consumed. You are consumed. And I'm talking right now, especially to Black America and many others. If the shoe fit, wear it, put it on. But I'm talking to Black America directly. You have been consumed. You have been deceived. You are in hell. You're not going to hell. You're in hell. But you are going somewhere. You're going out of hell if you listen to this conversation. Because hell is what you make it. Your hell is at this point self-revolving. It's a what they call it, it's like a revolving door. It's like the way the prison industrial complex is set up for us. It's a what they call it, anyway, it'll come to me. It's recidivism. It's that thing that keeps you caught up in a cycle of viciousness and evil, brilliantly designed for your viewing pleasure, for you to see and do as you are told and instructed, for you to hear that which you need to hear to motivate you to evil and to more, and for you to do the degradation, the degrading things that we do across this nation to one another, and then complain about it being done back to us by the police and others. How can you say, don't hit my kids when you beating them to death? Well, you can't say it, but you look foolish doing it. And then you wonder, why are the people treating your children and you like that? And it's because you're mirror imaging the same thing. You're showing the people how to treat you. Black America, we are showing the world that we don't care about each other. Are you understanding me? We don't care about each other. And we don't. a community, man. We're a community. There's 50 million of us. We're supposed to take care of one another. And if we did that, the whole world would respect that, and then we wouldn't have police violence like this. We might have an occasional problem here and there, but not like this. They wouldn't be in your neighborhood like that because there'd be no reason to be there like that, because you take care of your own. You wouldn't have to be calling the police like that, because it wouldn't be like that, because you care about each other. And you just don't care about each other. You take care of each other. See, let me give you an example. When Michael Brown got shot by Darren Wilson in Ferguson, the first thing that white people did, black people did, was start protesting and marching and burning and screaming and looting. That was our initial response. And white people, what they did, they got behind Darren Wilson and they put their money where their mouth was. They raised $500,000 for that man in less than a couple of weeks for his defense, and to make sure that his life would be taken care of while he went through this process. Black people. Now, of course, we don't have it like white people got, so we probably couldn't raise that much, but for our people. But we didn't do nothing. See, they raised money. They didn't burn and loot and rob and steal. They got behind their man. We got behind our man and destroyed our neighborhoods. See, it's not that I'm not saying don't get mad. I'm not saying don't get angry. I'm not saying don't march. I'm not saying don't feel bad about it. Don't want to do something about it. But look what you're doing. You're burning up your own neighborhood. It might be somebody else's store, but it's in your neighborhood. You're doing this to you. You are solving this problem the wrong way. There's a right way to do this. There's a smart way to do this. There's an easy way to do this. There's an intelligent way to do this. What do I mean by intelligent? What do you mean intelligent, Ramondo? I mean, something inside you tells you what to do. And it's genius. It's always genius. You have to listen. You have to calm down for a minute. Quit responding with immediate anger. And I can understand why you're angry and your frustrations, because you're in the abyss. It's pus, it's boiling over. It's about to explode. It is exploding. So I can understand why and what's happening is so much disease that is pushing forth. You're so frustrated. You don't have no job. You have no money. You have no life. You have no hope. You don't have no house. You don't have no car. You don't have nothing. You don't have nothing. Black folks don't have nothing. I mean, a few of us got a little bit here, and that's when we really don't have nothing, when a few of us got a little something. We really don't have nothing in, because then the only thing we have is jealousy and envy. And then, of course, from that comes coveting, lying, stealing, and killing. See, black people that don't have nothing are going to prey on black people that do have something. Isn't that common sense? They ain't going to prey on white people, because they going to make sure they can't get out there, and if you do, you ain't going to get back. So they ain't going. They ain't robbing no banks. They ain't gonna go mess with them. Why every now and then some idiot will go out there and do something crazy, knowing that it's suicide. But for the most part, the majority of us are going to stay right in the hood and do black on black crime. And the police is going to be watching, and they're going to go in and get them some. Because they're going to have to get involved, and the man ain't trying to go home dead. He want to go home, so he locked and loaded. And you dangerous, you a thug. You violent. And you are. It ain't like you not. You are now. See, don't get to thinking that I'm saying that, oh, black people are so innocent, they should be going through this. No, 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 no. That's definitely not it. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the abyss so I can show you what it is. You starting to see it. You starting to see where the evil coming from. We always say, they doing this and they doing that and they doing this and to us. And we had to ask ourselves, well, who are they? Who, boy? Boy, this is so deep. Who is they? Who are the they we always talking about? Man, they want to kill us all. The police who are dead wrong for killing unarmed black folks like they're doing and using that overwhelming force for these minor infractions, they dead wrong, but they also terrified of you. So even though they're wrong, they're locked and loaded. Some of them. All of them ain't wrong. Some of them getting killed by you because they trying to trust you. So they in the catch-22 too. They damned if they do, could be damned if they don't. Meaning they could be damned if they shoot you or damned if they don't shoot you because you dangerous. See, you become like a wild animal. You become like trying to subdue a wild animal. What would you do if you ran upon a wild animal? You just gonna sit there and try to talk to it, knowing it could potentially kill you? Excuse my language. I'm working on this. I'm not as good as all of you people that do videos, but I'm just trying to get a point across. Not gonna say I don't care about it, but you know, I'm working with it. I'm working with what I got. So I'm gonna try to give it to you the best I got with what I got. He said Moses had a stammering tongue. I ain't trying to be Moses, but you know, I get a little I run into a loss for words here because my vernacular is not as wide as I would like for it to be. But hey, you know, I'll do the best with what I got. And then most of y'all know what I'm talking about anyway, because yours ain't no better than mine. So hey, check it out. Black folks, what is the problem? Why is the police killing unarmed black folks? Because they're afraid of you. Many of them. Not all of them. Some of them like killing you.